Hi everybody and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Paolo and today is another instalment of our healthy cooking and eating course. So today we're off to Mexico, and the reason we're going to Mexico because I think that the flavors, the colours, the tastes, the textures of Mexican style food really lends itself to a healthy eating diet. So just we're going to look on the table here and see what we've got. I've got some lovely tortillas, wraps. Now I had a look at these. If you look at the things like the fat contents and carbohydrate, sugar contents, these are actually less than bread, and they make a wonderful alternative to making sandwiches. Some fresh vegetables, tomatoes, carrots. I found these lovely big spring onions, wonderful. Cucumber. A lot of peppers, a lot of chili going on in the Mexican food. I've got these chicken style strips here. If you like chicken itself, that's absolutely fine. Some lovely avocados. The fresh tastes of lime and lemon, some mushrooms, lettuce. And we're going to put these together to make some tacos, some nachos and some wraps. So the next thing we need to do is to start cooking. I've cooked these ingredients here, so the mushrooms and the peppers. I did that with no oil whatsoever, and the peppers just when they start getting charred on the outside. If you remember last week we did a thing with roasted peppers and stuffed peppers, so we want them nicely cooked. And these chicken strips here, I did them just in a little bit of olive oil with some paprika. To go with these, I've shredded up the spring onions, shredded some lettuce, some cucumber, a little garnish there with parsley and spring onions. On this plate here we have some grated carrots, grated cheese, some tomatoes obviously, and one of my favourite things, guacamole. Very easy to make. We've got tomatoes chopped up, some very finely chopped red onion, avocado, nice ripe avocado in there, a little bit of salt on the top, and for the dressing just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and the juice of a lime. We could put the salsa. A couple of weeks ago I did the session with the making salsa as well. Now I just want to tell you again, going back to these wraps, I said they're much more healthier. These are corn wraps, these ones are more wheat, and please, every week I always say this, before you change your diet, if you've got any particular dietary requirements, please talk to a nurse or doctor, don't go changing it. But all of these ingredients here are trying to help and encourage people to have a more healthy lifestyle, but enjoy these beautiful flavours. You can make these into nachos yourself. I bought these tortilla chips from the supermarket, and when I looked at the fat content, it was about 4 times more. I put one of these, chopped it up and put it in the oven, and I made my own. And the fat is about 1/4 of what was in the packet ones. And they taste just as good. You can hear they're just as crispy and just as tasty. We're going to start making these wraps. They can be used when you've got friends and family for your lunch. Even if you've got a packed lunch, you can eat it hot or cold. The other thing is, Mexican food, they often have things called tacos, which are little shells. Now you can buy these ready-made, but I've made a couple, and all I did was put these tortilla wraps into a Pyrex bowl and put them into the oven. So here's one of the smaller ones, and as they say, here's one I made earlier. So they make these little shapes that you can put the ingredients into. This is one of the corn, if you're feeling a bit hungrier, a little bit more, and they're nice and crisp, and you can fill those up. Otherwise, let's see if we can make one. We make one of the larger ones, literally just put it on there, and as we go, just a few little bits of the ingredients. Now this is totally a matter of choice what you have. Do you remember I always say we eat with our eyes as well, so these lovely bright colours, the different textures, the different tastes. A bit of cheese in there as well. If you like chili, you can put some chili sauce, some chili flakes on the top. Over here on the green plate, I've got those lovely spring onions, a bit of lettuce. Oh, now if you were here, the smells are incredible, and a little bit of garnish there. I've got lime and lemon here, maybe just a little bit on the top of that, and then we can either roll this up or flip it over, whichever way you want to eat that. These are absolutely delicious, and there's a little meal going on here, so these are perfect. If I have friends and family over, I make loads of different things, sometimes a bit of yogurt or sour cream or something, put it all over the table, and then we all just tuck in. If you're making one with the tacos here, again, similar sort of thing. And so you can make a few of these yourself in the oven, and we'll start this way. A bit of salad. These are a little bit smaller, with spring onion, and again, look at the colours. We're just building up those lovely colours. A little bit of my lovely guacamole there, peppers, and top it off with a bit of mushroom. Oh my goodness, that is a little meal packet all on its own. I really wish you were here to eat this. So thank you everybody for coming along today. I hope you've enjoyed the session. My thanks as always to the Olive Trust Wales for facilitating this, and to the National Lottery who provided the funding so that we can do the course. I hope you'll join us on another session, and I hope you found this interesting. So thank you very much for joining us, and happy cooking!